Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy, the 19th annual Halloween show in the last segment here. Thank you to McGowie Health Group for partnering with Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. We'll be announcing our Golf Talk Radio Fantasy Golf for 2019 here in the next week or two. And Dr. Ryan McGowie and McGowie Health Group sponsored that and gave away a lot of golf balls this year, so we'll be doing that next year too. You can give them a shout at 805-461-8822. If you're looking to improve your life, McGowie Health Group will definitely do that for you with diet and exercise, stretches, you name it, they've got it to help you out. Check out healthyslowcounty.com. Also, the Pass Robles Inn, located in beautiful Pass Robles, California, 1-800-676-1713. Should have a new package coming there as well on contest with Golf Talk Radio and the Pass Robles Golf Club. And then the person who's missing today, but actually Billy and I were able to have a conversation without her being present. Nikki Anderson, who we love, we tease, but we love Nikki Anderson, realtor. Give her a call at 805-235-3327. That's 805-235-3327. You're looking to list a home, buy a home, or you need to talk about real estate and the moves you should make in the market. Nikki Anderson is an amazing, amazing realtor. 805-235-3327. You can visit golftalkradio.com and click on the Hawaiian golf picture there to visit her rental in Maui for a great golf vacation. And that's also at vrbo.com. The listing number is 614266. Voila. Bada bing, bada boom.
Voila.
Voila.
There's
a lot of good stories.
Should I share that story or no? I mean,
I like that story personally.
There's a bunch of stories over the years. Obviously, Mike and I have been in the industry for so long. But before I got in the industry, I was just a little boy, and I'm trying to remember what year. I think I was about 8 years old.
Did this happen at a golf course?
Yeah, I was hunting golf balls. It was with in the evening. We were down on the 16th hole at Wyandotte Country Club in Great Barrington, Mass, where my dad was a member, and we go through the brushes and woods to find balls and sell them to people. And my brother was there, so I had to be pretty young because he didn't go after. So it had to be, I was maybe 8 or 9.
Wow.
And so we're on the right side of the fairway where a lot of the golf balls were over there. People who slice, and it's all this tall weeds, if you will, grass weeds. And so we're slashing through the weeds with our golf clubs and trying to dig and find all the balls we can. And I remember swiping really fast through the weeds, and I looked down, and I took like a slosh of the grass away, and the top part of a mud wasp's nest.
Oh, God.
So the mud wasp's nest, they build them kind of underground, and they're big nests, but they're underground. So the top part, it's like I took the roof off of their house. And so I looked down, and this is surreal.
So they were happy.
I looked down, and they looked up. And we made eye contact with each other, and there's a bunch of them in there, and they were kind of still for a second or two, and I looked down and said, "That can't be good." And they're blue and fast, these little. And so all of a sudden, just out of like Independence Day when all those things come flying out of the machine, they come flying straight up into my face. Sock! And they were coming out. They were mad, man. So I'm like screaming. I'm getting bit and stung, and my brother comes running over. What's wrong? What's wrong? So now he's getting attacked. Now he's mad at me. Bill, what do you know, Bill? So we took, and they're freaking, they're surrounding us. So we took off running. The Green River was probably 150 yards behind us. We ran towards the river. I read later you're not supposed to do that, but we did it and I remember getting stung all the way to the river. My dad's freaking out. He's on the other side. He was pitching golf balls or something while we were hunting. So he chased us down into the river area and trying to brush him off us, taking off our shirts and stuff. And it was just the welts and the pain from these things. I had them on both cheeks. I mean, I think one guy got me zip, zip, on both cheeks in a matter of seconds. But must have had 30 or 40 of these stings.
Those bites are so painful.
And they're the blue, fast, sharp, blue mud wasps, man. They're fast thing. So we went in the water, and they say if you come up, you get stung. I didn't remember getting stung after we went into the cold water and brushed, took off our shirts and stuff. But I do remember my dad taking mud from the riverbed and caking our wounds, our bites or stings, and trying to take care of us. And if we were allergic, it would have been a very serious thing. We were not, but it hurt. I cried, man. He threw us in the car and took us back home. Got calamine lotion and wherever you could, but it was horrific.
How long did the whole episode last?
A minute probably from the time that I got to the.
That's a pretty long time.
From the wasp strike, from the mud wasp strike to the, it was a pretty solid square divot too. It was a clean slice right off the top, but was probably the most solid swings I made. Into the water was probably a whole minute. But it just sticks out with me that, and it was one of the few times my brother and I, he's 5 years older than I was, and so and he was, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So so it was one of the few times we were doing something together, and it turned out to be, we did go out for ice cream after we went back to the place and got, my dad felt bad. We went out for ice cream that night. I remember that with calamine lotion and bites all over my face. And we looked like we had the measles. It was awful. My brother had welts. He welted up more than I did. He might have been more allergic.
I always welt up when I get bit by
He had
things
big
like
old
that.
welts,
I hate
man.
that. Oh.
He was mad at me, too. Why you hitting up there? I said, dude, I'm looking for balls. I wasn't trying to hit wasp nest. So anyway, that was a fun story. I thought I'd share that one with you, that it's not as gory as
a great story.
Some of the other ones. And I think there's a safety thing in case you get swarmed by bees to protect lives if you... But so did you had poison oak bad a few times?
Well, I was
ball
thinking,
hunting, right?
Oh man, I was thinking the Pasta Tiempo again. We go down in the canyons, and we've got our camouflage gear on, and we're down there amongst the brush because we don't want to be seen by the golfers. Because literally the balls on the 11th hole, I think it was the 11th hole by the green, the balls would hit the edge of the green, fall short of the green, and you could hear them hit. And they would roll down the hill, down into the canyon. This canyon is like 50, 60 feet deep.
You used to have forts down there, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. We would dig underneath the post holdings, or around the post holdings of, when they pour the cement for the footings. And the cement would be on the outside of the actual footing.
Right.
And so you could dig underneath it and make caves. And that's what we would do, because
awesome.
Golfers would come down and we would dive into those caves because they come down looking for the golf balls. Well, we would have the golf balls. And we had the...
So you're hiding from them?
Oh, yeah.
Get their ball.
The AYSO soccer socks, we had those things filled with golf balls.
Were they to sell later?
Yes.
Okay, very
And then
cool.
we would put them in egg cartons and sell them.
Yeah.
So one summer, it was an extremely hot summer in Santa Cruz. One summer, we're down there like every day. And I mean, every day is I'm there for I didn't live there, but I'd stay there for like 5 days.
Man, it sounds like going to camp.
Yeah, we go down there for like four or 5 days, and we go down into, when I think about it now, it's pretty funny. We go down in there, we had our camouflage on, sweatshirts, so we wouldn't get poison oak,
So you're dying.
and gloves, and we had our BB guns with scopes, and because we'd shoot at things, right?
Yeah.
So we're down there, and then after like the third day, I wake up the next morning, and granted, it's like 85 degrees out, and everything is itching. I mean, everything. My eyes, my ears, on the back end, in the back end.
Front end, all over front
It's
end, everywhere.
Everywhere. And it's so bad that when I would lay down after getting all these golf balls and doing all this stuff, I'd lay on the bed, and you could feel the bubbles from the irritation on your skin. It was like laying on bubble wrap.
Buddy.
So we had to go. We had to go to the doctor.
You had to get a shot, man.
Yeah, and I remember
you could die for that much. It was poison oak, right?
Yeah, I remember being in the doctor room. I still don't understand this part, but I remember being in the doctor room of the clinic in Santa Cruz, and they put my buddy Mike, and my friend's name was Mike too. They put Mike and I in the room, and so I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm like 11 years old, and the doctor says to Mike, "Drop your pants." So they dropped his pants.
Drop trowel.
And they just stick that needle right in his glute. And he's like, ah!
And you were next?
Yeah. And I could see the syringe bouncing up and down. Because he jerked out of the way, and the nurse let go of the syringe, and it's bouncing up and down.
Stuck in his leg. Stuck in his butt.
Stuck in his butt.
That's a horrific,
and I was like,
man.
I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. And I still don't remember. I guess I must have done it.
It left the nurse's hand.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just wah, 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 wah,
Oh, yeah.
wah, 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 wah,
He
wah.
jumped forward. When she stuck it in him, he jumped forward. And
you had to stick around for your shot, though.
I'm pretty sure I can't
You
remember if
had
I
to.
got the shot.
You
But
could die from that much poison. It could be in your lungs and your ears.
it was everywhere. It wasn't in my mouth. I've heard people say when they've had it in their mouth, and that's really scary.
I have been,
It's
from forest fire smoke when I lived near Mount Baldy.
Yeah.
We used to have it, you get it in your eyes and a little bit into your throat and stuff because you breathe in the smoke,
Right.
But that nothing like you've had, and that's. Have you hunted for a golf ball since?
I think we did after that, but we got really smart because what we really realized when we were digging in the sand, that the sap from the poison oak goes down into the sand, and the sand's wet. So you're digging in
So
there.
you thought you were protected,
Right.
but yeah,
You're not.
See, I wouldn't. I haven't switched a golf club through long reeds since. I mean, there's certain things you just don't do twice. I've hunted golf, but no way I'm going to be swiping through. I've had my junior golfers do that, and had an accident one time, but not through mud wasp territory.
Yeah.
But going through long grass swishing balls, and one kid got hit with the club, so I stopped doing that. I would send them out to pick balls,
Yeah.
and too close to each other, swishing through, and that one got hit. And so I was like my second day in run of the junior golf program as an assistant pro back east.
Yeah.
That was one of my jobs. I get to hit. And picking the range was also one of my jobs.
The second day.
So I thought I'd tie this together. It was like the second junior class.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea.
So since I have to clean a range, I got 12 kids here.
I could do it faster.
It was strictly.
That's good
They'll have
thinking.
fun. So go take your irons, go down there, swish to the grass, get those balls out, whack, wah! So I felt so bad. Kids got a cut, and it's just so that was the only time.
Was it a cut or
Yeah, I
was
was standing next to another kid swishing, and the club came up and caught him in the above the eye.
Oh, dude! Wow.
And I felt
That's
so bad,
scary.
and it happened so
Yeah.
quickly that
That's really
that's
scary.
why now safety and junior golf is a priority of mine.
Yeah.
But then I was I was in my early 20s and thought I owned the world, and I thought it was smart. Because they could pick balls a lot quicker than I could. When I go in there, and they would kick them out to the range short grass,
Right.
and then we'd run the tractor over them and pick them up. So it was smart until that happened, and then that never happened again, obviously. But I thought I had a system.
That's the worst. I
learn the
had
hard
a
way.
kid who, at first tee, this is the only time this has ever happened, thank goodness, in the 7 years or whatever I've done it up at Paso. But same thing. We stand there. We say, okay, these are the cones. Every class, this is where you can go. This is where you need to be. This is safety zone. And so this one kid, really rambunctious, great kid, love him, still know him. And this is probably 5 years ago. And all I don't hear anything.
Thunk, scream.
He's running to me, but it's slow motion, and he's screaming, Mike, Mike, Mike. And he stepped forward to cheer that he hit a good shot, and he went out in front of the cones, and the 7-iron took part of his cheek off.
Yeah.
It was like flopped open like bologna. He's good to this day. But
that
anyway.
is cool. And
show.
Thanks for putting up with the Halloween show. It's the only time a year that we talk about the darker side of golf. Golf is a great sport. Continue to play it. Love it every minute of it.
Thank you for listening
Keep it on
to Golf
course.
Talk
Hop,
TV
thank you for your
with
time
Mike.
today.
Be sure
See you
to
guys.
visit our partners on the web.